Hi, fellow traders. What's happening? Yeah, guys, I missed the boat today. I missed it big time. I've been waiting on this boat for the last couple weeks, the last several weeks. And I'm going to tell you how my luck goes. I had to go to the doctor today. I haven't had to go to the doctor in the last couple of months. But today I had an appointment. And it just happened to be the day that the market did just what I've been waiting on it to do. And I had to be gone for that period of time where I could not. When I came back, I just couldn't get in because it was already gone. Now, I could have chased it, made some money, but that's not a habit I want to get into. I just had to accept the fact that things didn't work out and kind of get at peace with that, so I wouldn't start doing this revenge trading or trying to chase a falling knife. You don't want to do all of that stuff. So just accepted the fact that I missed the boat today. It's gonna happen. Sometimes you're gonna miss the big cruise ship. Sometimes you'll miss just a small sailboat or a little pontoon boat, which may not be any big deal because you could always catch one of those. But these big cruise ship liners, they don't come often, and you want to be there and in the right place, especially if you've been waiting for a long time. You don't want to turn around and miss the boat. Sometimes these little trades, when we go to the bathroom, we miss it or whatever, and then you think about, hey, I need to just start wearing Depends so I don't have to leave the screen. No, you don't want to get into that. You don't want to become a slave to your screen. That's not what trading is about. That's not the lifestyle that we're looking for trading to give us. So, sometimes you're going to miss the boat. You just have to accept it. Days like today may sting more than others. So you talk about it, you talk through it. I'll bitch about it in this session. But after today, after tonight, it's over. The pity party's over. We can't bring it into the next day because that'll cause us to overtrade. That'll cause us to revenge trade. It'll cause us to experience the fear of missing out, and we'll start chasing stuff. We don't want to get into that. So we leave this baggage and we start fresh tomorrow. That's what we're going to do. So let's take a look at this. And this is the level Sunday when we were talking in our session Sunday. This is the level, the line in the sand that we said if it cracked, look out below. And it damn sure cracked. It cracked. I thought it might crack yesterday or that we would test it. It cracked today. And pretty much gave us the move we were looking for. I honestly thought once it cracked that we would get here to the 310 right in through here where we hit once, twice, then we came back and it became support. Then we kind of, hit off it again. I was kind of looking for it to pull through here. And then, potentially we could get here around 308 as we were just coming down. But I thought 310 would have been the mark today. Or if the day that we broke this. We did get down to 312. We ended up hitting this level here. We got two solid pivots on this level. So this is a solid supply zone. And it just kind of reacted off of that today. But not bad at all. Again, when I see this, I'm not looking to short the SPY. I'm looking to buy TVIX, the volatility index that follows the S&P futures. So the plan I had was when it cracked 320, it's time to play ball. All right, so my son, I had him working that plan in my Thinkorswim, because there was no way I could try to get in Thinkorswim, try to get in here, and do all of this at the same time. There was no way I was going to do that. I was going to screw something up. Plus, I was kind of excited about BA because that's finally working its way back down toward 300. I've been waiting a long time. I've had a lot of money tied up for a long time on that one trade. So it finally looks like that's getting ready to pay off. So I just had too many irons in the fire. And I'm trying to build that TD Ameritrade account up. And I don't mind wasting a day trade on a day like today. And that's what I was telling you guys this morning. The day is not a bad day to waste a day trade if you stuck with only 3-day trades a week. Get it, and you'll see when I show you what the results are. You'll see. But I missed it. I was looking to go in. Here's the spot. Here's a 5-minute chart. Just beautiful. And I know you guys saw this already. You've seen it. You've seen TVIX. But I got these charts in this file because this is my actual reflection file. So this these PowerPoint slides or this PowerPoint file just goes into my journal. And that, so that's why I've got all of these. But you guys have seen all of this. All right, so here's the TVIX trade that my son did. And I told him as soon as the 20 cracks, 320 cracks, I just want you to go long, like 150 shares. Set the stop at the low of the previous dip. Okay, I know by the time you get in, it probably would have dipped. Wherever that low of the dip is, that's where you're going to put your stop. And 78 and 85 were our profit targets. And this thing got to 78. Eventually, it worked its way up. And then it didn't get to 85. So when we hit 78, he called me and asked me about putting a stop in, and I told him, put in a $500 profit stop. So if it comes all the way back, stops us out at $500 profit for that last piece, that's fine. I could live with that. I couldn't live with it coming all the way back to break even. I just couldn't do that. Not when we were so far up. But we did get hit, and then it bounced, but it never made a new high. And we've been kind of selling off ever since. But you can see 1368.91 only traded 150 shares. That's all I wanted him to trade because he's at school. His phone sometimes doesn't work inside the school, so if something happened, he couldn't text me. He couldn't get on the internet, or any. The school internet's kind of wishy-washy sometimes. So I didn't want him trading anymore. Even though I wish he had traded more, but this really worked out. And this is kind of what I wanted to do in the other account, but I just, again, I wasn't feeling too confident early on. I was just kind of waiting because I was waiting for that move and then that retest of 320. But unfortunately, it happened after I had gone. So I just missed it. But perfect, I guess as perfect as you can do. But not bad at all. 1368.91 on 150 shares. And you can't beat that. So here's my poor trade. My poor trade. Roku was the one that set up first for me out of my watch list. So of course I take it. That's kind of the MO I'm trying to get into this year is whatever stock is first, you go for it. That's what you got to do. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You come back tomorrow and do it again. So basically that's what I did. Still an opening range breakdown. We're within the first 30 minutes. And I get in, we do get a bump, and that typically is what happens. Sometimes it can frustrate me right out of the gate, and I can get rattled. I was a little excited today. I was trying to keep myself calm because of all the potential I felt the day had, but made it down to the red to green and took a piece here. Can't ignore this. You got to respect it. Same thing with the 200. You got to take a piece here. You got to take profit along the way. Next level down here, locked it in, and I left 25 shares on thinking that, hey, we may just sell off all day, but this was too strong of a bounce. Ended up taking me out, and you can see we never did come back and test the lows again. This had a mind of its own, kind of traded opposite what the market was doing. Market was still going down. This was trading sideways and then eventually pushed up, but still decent. 361.01, no complaints. Not crying over spilt milk, but before I forget, I almost forgot. The second part of the webinar that I'm doing for BBT is going to be tomorrow, 8 o'clock. I think they're going to stream it on YouTube live again. So you can check it out there if you're not a member of BBT. Or if you're a member of AJT, I'll be streaming it again in my community. So you guys will get to see it. Somewhere you'll get to catch it. If you haven't seen the first one yet, be sure to go back and check out the first one. It is covering the trend continuation trades that I do. I didn't get to do one today. Obviously, Roku stayed going. The market just didn't give me the opportunity. And then I had the doctor's appointment. Just things, the timing and everything just didn't fall right. So I missed it. Just missed it all. But based on what I could have done today, 361 is like a D for me. I should have been able to make a ton of money if I would have just stayed locked in. But I had to go. I can't miss my doctor's appointments. Because once you miss one and they start stacking up, it gets worse from there. So you guys, that's it for me. Have a great night, a great evening, and I will catch you tomorrow.